Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
Okay, I'm gonna say the N-word. No, stop.
As you saw, I had already taken my glasses off because I messed up on the intro and I'm just re-recording it. So, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me at patreon.com /Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams, and to be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations with the very panel. That sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Last video's comment was essentially calling Zeus Network low vibrational, dysfunctional, and saying that people that wholeheartedly enjoy it tend to be irrational, angry, and also clout chasing. And I low-key agree, but I wanted to say that it's funny that this video essentially made its round to the other blogs, and it always fries me because I'm like, I consider myself a blog. I don't know why people are taking my commentary as law or seeing me as some kind of like mini cyber celebrity. I very much do what other blogs do and just report the news, but I feel like it's because I'm the only one that attaches my face to it and says it with my chest. Now, quick update on my life. If you want to get straight to the topic, girl, just skip to where you see me posting pictures because that's where I'll start. But before that, I'm just going to catch you up on my life. It is 0 degrees. Nico, it is 0 degrees in New York City. I told my trainer I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be working out at home until it reaches at least the 20s again because this is inhumane. As a bitch that works in nightlife, do you know what happened yesterday for my party? It was literally like 8 p.m. and my boss texted me, "Hey, babe, it's about to be 0 degrees. You can keep your ass home." And I said, bless, because I almost froze biking to the pharmacy to get my medication. Secondly, I had an amazing weekend where me and the work husbands had a group friend thing where we basically played board games, Christian cooked tacos, and Ron hosted. And speaking of Ron, if you need videographer, if you have any gigs in the New York City area where you need someone to basically capture your art, capture your business and or talent and or party, and turn it into a wonderful trailer that will intrigue and get others interested in your content, definitely check him out. He does recording, editing, and charges an amazing price. That sounds interesting to you, definitely check out his Instagram. Nico, I'm gonna make sure my people eat. I'm gonna make sure my people eat, and I believe in his talent. Now, onto the actual story. Today, we're going to be covering another episode in the Raypotts and DanteTheBody saga. I would credit the blog that I got this video from, but at the same time, Nico, at the same time, I'm not going to because they're one of those things where they basically screen record someone else's video and then they just put themselves in the corner chewing. So I cropped that out because I find that actively annoying. Nico, it's certain things about the new ways of social media that annoy me, but I'm like, girl, if you're supposed to be a commentator and you're not giving your opinion, you're just chewing. What are we doing? What are we doing? But no shade on his game, so let me get on to the actual story. Today, I'm going to play you a video of Raypotts breaking down what was actually going on with DanteTheBody behind the scenes, why DanteTheBody actually got divorced, and how long they've actually been collaborating. So if you do not know, these two in particular, I've done 3 videos on them. Nico, I'm sorry. I forgot that the original had DanteTheBody in it, but as a background character. So I originally came out and talked about what happened with DanteTheBody's marriage, how he started collaborating with men, how his wife allegedly left him behind the scenes. While I was getting screenshots of my thumbnails, I remember in one of the videos I originally did about Dante that he was arrested for battery. So that's going to come into play in this video. And it was because he was sleeping with men and cheating. The actual truth seems to be darker than what was speculated by all the sources that had gathered information. The second video was essentially breaking down how Raypotts and DanteTheBody have been smashing, and Dante actually wanted a hardcore relationship with Raypotts, like actual cuffing and, oh, you gotta stop collaborating, you gotta quit OnlyFans, you gotta just be on my body. And Raypotts said, are you crazy? If you have someone that's actively crazy going, are you crazy? Are you mentally there? I would take a step back to sit and reconsider. But this video is essentially Raypotts breaking down what he claims to know about Dante's actual personal life. And it spans from the mental health situation where DanteTheBody basically left social media, deleted his page after his wife removed all the pictures of him. He said that he was going through a hard time and that he no longer wanted to be going through a hard time. But with time and friends and community, he found the energy to persevere. Raypotts said that's a bunch of bullshit. Nico, he said that's a bunch of bulls.
Had feelings. Okay, just to clear the air, I've been since June. However, not voluntarily because I was in love or I had feelings. We were supposed to do content. And he was never secure or comfortable enough with showing his face in videos for our content to be the way that I wanted, so he kept deleting it and still getting. However, let's clear the air. You've been by more than just me in that time span. Let's be honest. I've watched several you, but you want to keep playing with me? I'm going to show you some. I'm definitely going to show you some. And stop lying to the world saying that you were suicidal. No, bitch, you wasn't suicidal. You put your hands on your wife. You a woman that you swore before God to protect and honor and cherish. Instead, you're using her as a beard to help you men that you could never get. Straight men, you take their out of your mother body because you wasn't born with ovaries. Explain that, because you don't got no.
Because he claims the actual tea is that DanteTheBody and him have been intimate for over 6 months. The fact that it's only now making it onto OnlyFans within the last 2 months is because DanteTheBody, after essentially coming out and saying, I'm happily bisexual and actually prefer men over my wife, I'm going to make content, but I don't want to show my face. So Raypotts said that they have been filming for a long time, but Dante refuses to show his face, so it would affect the quality of the film that Ray wanted to put out. I honestly understand this because I also have a rule of no shiesties. Girl, if you're not showing your face, you're not popping up on my video. Just for the sole fact that I can't get intimate with a faceless individual. I just can't. But he then proceeded to say that that mental episode was a cover-up for what was allegedly happening behind the scenes. He claims that DanteTheBody was actually putting his paws on his wife, and that's what made her eventually come down and say, I'm done with this, because she was okay with being a beard, because Raypotts elaborated that she was Dante's beard and that they would have super happy adult fun time with heterosexual men due to her. So Dante would get access to the men that he actually wanted, but would have to use his wife as a proxy. Follow with me. So from there, he said that even after they broke up because of the alleged physicality of the relationship, that Dante then proceeded to not only film with him, but film with other people and also have super happy adult fun time off camera with other people, because he's actively seen him having super happy adult fun time with other men. So, as you saw in that video, there was a lot to process in that short 60-second clip. And unfortunately, it's all making sense. Nico, I mean, we've all heard the stories about DL men being outed or feeling insecure in their actual sexuality and taking it out on their partners, which are women in most cases since they are DL. We've also heard the stories about how when men actively are being accused of terrible situations and horrible treatment of their partners and or anybody in their personal life, they suddenly turn to God. They suddenly are fighting demons. They're suddenly trying to get over these struggles that are affecting their soul. Meanwhile, they're putting their paws on somebody and they're just trying to avoid accountability, saying they're going to do better through religion. We've seen it time and time again. So many at this point. And that's the sad part. If we actually sit back and talk about the patriarchy, we talk about feminism, it's very dark what women have to go through when men are actually struggling with their own things that has nothing to do with their partners. But the more he talks, the more it makes sense, because from the DMs he showed, the timeline he's giving, the fact that Dante acting weird, because it makes no sense, once again, when you put all the pieces together and Dante is in the background saying, no shade, while Raypotts is surrounded by a group of men getting beat up in the bathroom. But you was just saying how bad you wanted to be with him and that he just needed to lock you in and stop messing around with other people because he was on your body. It's just so much drama. And I know y'all are living for it because apparently Raypotts is very popular on this channel, Nico. So many people log into these videos and like, I don't want to see him no more. I can't stand him. Why are you always talking about him? Y'all always tune in for us, so you're going to keep getting more Raypotts. But with that being said, I'm going to leave the conversation up to y'all. Did y'all see this video, and did it align with your thoughts on what was possibly happening behind the scenes between DanteTheBody, Raypotts, and Dante's wife, who once again Raypotts is claiming was under physical duress while with DanteTheBody as he used her as a beard to gain access to heterosexual men? But with that being said, I'm going to leave the conversation up to y'all, and I'll see you guys next time. Boop. And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, Callie Sunshine and TT Phoenix. Thank you once again for all your support, and thank you to everyone who supports the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you can, and hopefully we make it to 50K this year. And this week's live stream discussion is going to be over why do we only get Zeus and Now That's TV content, essentially reading, shade, fighting, violence, drinking, but never actually being shown in a human light. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.